Technically, I got your money right now.
What's that?
Hey! I didn't know I was gonna get filmed. I wasn't ready for this shit.
Aren't you the one who came up with this fucking daikon idea?
Yes, I did. No, you kind of, we kind of blended it together.
Well, yeah.
It was like a blending mix where we kind of had the same idea going, and then we combined it together to form one big robot, like Voltron.
Yes.
Which, but no, like, I definitely want to document our stuff. Like, I'm using, so I got the micro SD card out of my Switch, but my computer says it can't format it for some odd weird reason.
Oh.
So when we get to the hotel, I'm gonna try to see if yours can format it, because I'm doing like another way to do it, but... Hey everyone, this is Geeky Panda, and this is Time of Horse Anubis.
Yeah, boy.
Oh shit, we're going to Anime Boston, bitches. Get hyped. You know what? You know what I'm excited for though?
What?
The fucking Tasty Burger. I am excited for Tasty Burger. That was so perfect last year where we got off the train. And we were like so early too, and we're like, let's just grab a bite to eat.
Arrived 4 hours early, so
yeah,
to the convention to check in.
Yeah, because usually, folks, we arrive around like 3 or 4 o'clock, but this time we arrived around like 11-ish. Yeah, and we arrived at and we had some burgers real quick, and it ended up being like, you know what, this is nice. And then after we had the burgers, we were able to check into our room. Yeah. It was like, dude, this is perfect. We avoid the mass crowds coming in at like 3 or 4 o'clock and be like, oh, I didn't check in my room. Oh my God, you know, I gotta set up the UN refugee camp.
Well, realistically, it's arrive at like 3 something p.m.
Oh yeah.
And stand in the giant S line.
Yep.
And get to completely avoid that.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. Here's a tip for everyone. Just arrive early. Because if your room's ready by the time you get there, and you go up and check in, you'll be able to check in most of the time.
I'm just thinking to myself, did I bring my business cards?
Well, guess what car isn't turning around?
Well, no, I just like random thought in my mind. Did you bring your business cards? I'm like, yeah, no, I packed it in the bag. I like had to think there for my... Yes, no, I packed it in my freaking ammo crate thing. Because I'm like, did I remember fucking business cards? But no, like back on topic, yeah, like because everyone comes in like around 3 or 4 and it makes like a mad dash. You end up having a really long wait time in the hotel just trying to get into your room. If you beat that rush, like because 4 o'clock is like a guideline basically. What it really means is, hey, if your room is available and it's like 12, we'll give it to you.
Well, yeah, what it means is your room will be ready by 4 o'clock. But if you arrive and your room is ready, most hotels will already give it to you.
Yeah. You know what sucks too? Like, you should have seen me at work, dude. 4 hours at work, I was like hyped up. I'm like, I am fucking ready. As soon as I get out of work and go home, like, I am fucking tired of this bullshit right now. Do you know how many times I had to repack those bags? 3. The big black one had to be repacked 3 different times because it was too heavy the first time. I ended up putting too much stuff in there. So the second time around, I'm like, okay, I can shave off this, I can shave off this. Technically, I don't really need to bring a pillow because I could just snag one from the hotel, technically. Like, I made sure to bring my my air mattress floor. But, and then it ended up being, okay, it's still fucking heavy. So I had 3 light stands in there. I took one of them out because I'm like, you know what, ideally I could go with a 2-point light system, and I already got like the fucking LED light box, which, name a random song. Sirius,
Canopus,
like
Aldebaran.
Okay, like it had the sunlight power of Sirius, basically, which for real it did.
No, that thing's bright.
Yeah. So
I still have that one photo you took at, what was it, Foxwoods,
oh, yeah.
The one where it, like, one would look like the cover of my next mixtape.
Yeah, basically. And you had it like right there in your lap when it was coming up. I'm like, that actually looked like fucking badass.
Cult leader.
We're about to drop you some rhymes, baby. Get your waifu was up in this shit.
Let me figure hustle.
Jesus. So, the third...
Speaking of which, I sold that other Supersonico figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
So
yeah.
that's another $178. Jesus Christ, these things are expensive.
So, the third attempt, I ended up rearranging a few things, packing in some extra things I didn't realize I was low on, because I always do the doubles of everything for far as clothes go for Friday, Saturday. Like, double pair of shirts, double pair of underwear.
Yeah, I never do that. There's no point in time when we're trying to do it. Because, well, here's what I find.
Okay.
I find I just mostly don't use all of the clothes that I bring to the convention. So it's like, oh, there's a bunch of wasted space that could be inhabited by anime figures.
Well, here's the deal. Like, I brought some alcohol with me and some food and all that stuff. So when I come back, I'm going to make sure that shit's already been annihilated. So I can be like, oh, hey.
I sincerely hope you're not expecting me to polish off any of these alcohols, because I'm telling you what I'm not going to do. Polish off any of these alcohols.
We are taking the initial shots of all of us. I got three.
Oh, absolutely.
I got 3 shot glasses too. So
I'm 100% on board with doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just not solving the mistake you made by bringing all this alcohol.
no, we got JB for that. So this motherfucker right here called JB. Oh my god. So one year we had like a shit ton of alcohol. I mean literally a shit ton. We went through so fucking much alcohol. And we were like, wow, we got a good amount left. I don't know what we're going to do with this. So here our friend JB comes in and says, like, hey, can I drink this stuff? Like, yeah, sure, go for it. He starts drinking it like it was water. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, total left field, because we don't normally know our friend Jamie to be a drinker, but he just started drinking this stuff like it was nothing. I'm like, what the fuck are you meaning?
I appreciate it.
I know. He's like, goddamn. He's like the person you didn't think you need, but you do. But yeah, no. Like, we're on our way to a train station right now. We're gonna meet up with Psycho and his girlfriend and the roommates.
Yes.
So, also the good thing is that we noticed, because last year the train going up, it wasn't as crowded as because around like afternoon times the Amtrak trains would be crowded, but earlier in the morning not as bad. It was like pretty nice. So thank God we're not driving there though. Can you imagine leaving and trying to enter Boston on a Easter weekend and leaving on an Easter weekend? I hate driving to Boston.
Well, to be fair, we're going up Thursday and leaving Monday, so it might not actually be that bad.
Yeah, but can you imagine the people who come up Friday and leave the Sunday, especially leaving on Sunday?
Well, yeah, then I imagine half those people are dead by the time you get there.
like they're
actually died on the way to Boston.
Like an hour.
A death trap.
No, like an hour. Like when they leave Boston, an hour into the travels, they're only like 10 minutes outside the city because they're stuck in traffic.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. It's But no, like, I also made sure about the card game, Munchkins.
Naturally.
Did you bring the snacks?
No, I did not.
Well, we got the dealer's room. There's always going to be a dealer selling snacks in there.
Yeah. Actually did. Well, here's the weird thing.
Yep.
I actually did not check neither the dealer room list nor the schedule.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no. Here's how I fucked my own life up. All I know is that there's a Robotech panel happening at Anubis because I saw an ad for it on Facebook.
Robotech panel.
Continuing the lie since 1980, whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Can you just let it die? I want to be on the other lane. Can you just let... Oh my God.
2024. That's when the license expires. 2024.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Who do you think is going to snatch it up?
Hopefully...
I could see Funimation being
I sincerely hope not, but that's just ideological on my part.
Wait, who has the license now, currently?
How many gold?
You think Bandai might do it?
Bandai doesn't operate in the U.S. anymore.
Sentai?
Right Stuff might do it.
Right Stuff.
Well, Right Stuff and Nozomi, that they might do it. Sentai Filmworks, maybe.
It's like a long shot. Yeah.
So Discotheque Media might do it because they license a lot of old school stuff and School Days for some reason. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, but
the most random thing. Like, we got a lot of shit we license, a lot of old school
anime. It's
and
like
then School Days.
School Days.
It's like, wow, that's a diverse fucking.
I actually came out with that on Blu-ray not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No.
No.
Not yet, at least.
Eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still kind of halfway on Blu-ray since there is still no reasonable way to play a Blu-ray disc on a PC.
Yeah. Like if you got a gaming console, you're pretty much set.
Well, yeah. I want to take screenshots because I do a lot of stuff that necessitates screenshots, and I'd like to use the original release, the official release, but there's no really reasonable way to do that.
Except if you pay more money and do it the way I do it, but that's paying more money just to try to get screenshots.
That's paying more money to play media I already purchased.
Yeah, because how I do it is I buy a capture card and I buy an HDMI splitter because sometimes the consoles get a little finicky when they're like, oh, you're trying to record something? Well, we got to shut that shit down. So the HDMI splitter will trick it into thinking, oh, you're just plugging it directly to the TV. I'm like, yes. Because the PlayStation 3 had that feature where even if you had a capture card connected to the PS3, the PS3 will automatically detect that and will refuse to let it record.
Why is Sony the worst company in the world?
Well, now what they did was for the PS4, they did in one of the settings you can actually turn off that protection.
Why have the protection in the first place if you can just turn it off?
I don't know.
Sony's the most incompetent company in the world, and they have been since the PlayStation era.
Which, like the original PlayStation? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They've not known what they're doing ever. The original PlayStation was good. That's because it was mostly built by Nintendo, who do know what they're doing, and always have known what they're doing. I don't necessarily think what they're doing is always good, but they have known what they're doing.
Like your infamous selling a cardboard box with it.
The Nintendo cardboard box, which was a joke when I said it until they did it actually.
We were joking about this a few years ago about how Nintendo could put their name on anything and it'll sell. And you said a cardboard box,
Nintendo
and look at that.
Sell an empty cardboard box with the Nintendo logo on it, and suddenly we have the Nintendo label, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So, am I always right or am I always right?
You're always right.
I don't like being right because it means Nintendo gets to sell a cardboard box.
Which they are. I think isn't it like out now? That cardboard box.
I think so. I don't know. I don't pay attention to Nintendo news.
Yeah. We should ask Mello.
Nintendo news pays attention to me.
Yeah, apparently. They have what, do they bug your room just for ideas? Like, he's got some good ideas.
Hang on. This is genius. We literally don't have to put out a product.
That's the funny ass thing about it, too. Of course, Mello would just buy any of their products without fail.
Got all those amiibo, so yeah.
Yeah. But you better be joining with us for Crunchyroll Expo.
We're gonna clown on him for the entire convention.
Oh God, yeah. I'm gonna make a little tally in the bottom right how much we clown on him. So every time we clown on him, another one, ding, 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 ding.
But yeah, Sony doesn't know what they're doing. They never know what they're doing.
So why do you hate Funimation so much?
Okay, so here's the saga. All right. So a few years ago, they put out the simulcast dub for Prison School.
Okay.
And they decided, in their infinite wisdom, to include this little jab at Gamergate in there for no reason in their dub, which is certainly not mentioned in the original subtitle, in the original track, and was basically, fully admittedly, just a dig from one of their script writers, like a very transparent dig at people that this person doesn't like, and so they decided to include that in their simulcast dub. And good on them, they fixed it in the disc release. So good on them for that. And truth be told, I purchased Fritz's School completely off of that because I wanted to send the message, hey, if you do this shit right and don't fuck it up, I will continue buying your products.
Isn't there like a witch hunt mode going on right now on YouTube? Because I saw someone going around be like, you're a bad person, Funimation, Crunchyroll won't talk to you now.
Oh, that's...
What the hell is going on?
That's something completely different that I might get into as well, because that's also some fuck shit. However, so next they do the Maid Dragon simulcast dub, and they actually had a couple little script rewrites involved with this, but there is this one. I think it was the penultimate or the last episode, something like that, where one of the characters talks about all these patriarchal societal norms, which, again, was not present in the original Japanese. So that upset people. And then the third strike was when they did the Hajime to no Gal simulcast dub. And there was just basically went off on this tirade in the dub about all these otaku just hate women and all that. And again, not present in the original Japanese, completely rewritten on their part.
All right.
To take a jab at people, to take a jab at that anime's target audience. So
even though they're the same audience that buys their shit.
Even though it's the same audience that would evidently buy Hajime to no Gal's English release. So they did that 3 times, and as a result, I'm not purchasing their products until I see a commitment to better dub quality.
You know, I'm happy that Gates, one of my favorite recent-ish animes, is not through Funimation. So it's like,
Thai Film Works.
It's like, oh, thank God.
And hey, and not only that, but it's like you don't see any other company doing this. It's just Funimation.
So, yeah, a shit ton more anime coming out too.
Yep.
Like I was watching, I got into Overlord, like the 2nd season, because I love the first one. Oh my God. Like, I'm just patiently waiting for the next episode. I'm hoping because the norm nowadays is a 13-episode season.
Yeah, that's been the norm for a while.
It used to be like 24, 25.
It used to be like 24, 25, 26, and that was after Evangelion. They like put that methodology on the map. But then nowadays it's shorter seasons.
Yeah, but there was this anime I was also watching. This is like Death Parallel something. It's about a guy who worked for a game company, a programmer, and somehow gets teleported like a video game. But because he was using one of the early in-game features to help new players out, he's got like he's became stupidly leveled up and powerful, and has like skill, like he can unlock all skills, has a shit ton of money. He's like the most OP character you could ever ask for, and he's trying to like figure out like how the fuck. And he's like, okay, I'm just trying to figure out the world here. What the hell? And it's been like, I've been like consistently watching it. Like, of course, this is on Crunchyroll, but now I'm in like that weird moment where if HiDive has some of the same shit that Crunchyroll has, like I might just switch over fully, because right now the only reason why I'm with Crunchyroll is for certain shows. That's it.
HiDive's starting to come out in force, and they're starting to come out in force in a big way. Compared to Crunchyroll, which hasn't done a whole lot to update their service, at least on my end.
Oh yeah.
It still often does not work properly for me. At least
web interface is fine for me unless there was a new episode of Dragon Ball Super come out and then the whole servers crash.
Oh, yeah.
But now the last episode's already been like released, so now it's like, okay, the dust is settled. But no, like HiDive, the one thing I like about HiDive is that I hated about Crunchyroll is HiDive, they will play the anime uncensored. No censorship at all.
What I found out is that they have multiple cuts of each anime. So you can watch the original TV broadcast or the DVD version, which is great for a whole lot of anime because a lot of the time they'll actually retouch.
Yeah, the quality will be boosted up and stuff. Which there are like actually out there. If you look up on Google and stuff, comparison pictures of simulcast versus disc-based releases, you'll see like, holy shit, some of the quality is like, wow.
Oh yeah. And it's like, and I don't think HiDive has this one, which is a shame. But the Brave Wishes did a whole lot to improve his disc release. Because the TV broadcast had a lot of CG, which they've gotten a lot better. I think it was Silverlink who did Brave Wishes, and they've gotten a lot better at it. But it's still it's CG compared to like 2D animation.
Yeah,
it's highly detailed. Like you're not gonna get as detailed CG.
Like you can definitely tell like when something's CG versus a 2D scene that's being planted in there.
Exactly.
But
with the disc release of Brave Witches, they went through and redid a whole lot of the CG that was like really glaring.
Wow. They didn't even need to do that. They could just do my touch-ups, but no, they went through the whole damn.
They went through and redid a lot of these CG scenes.
Still, that's dedication right there to a company.
That's dedication to your fan base.
Yeah. Like animes out there are starting to like utilize both 2D mainly with the 3D with some 3D aspects into it, because I know like if you have it in 3D, it helps cut down cost, time, and effort trying to animate it.
Also helps you for stuff like mecha anime, helps maintain consistency.
Oh yeah, like
helps maintain consistency, and you can have higher detail like at all times.
Yeah, because it's the whole model you're doing, so you can put as much detail in it as you want.
Like Gundam: The Origin really benefited from the addition of CG, and they did it really well too. And, a lot of CG mecha anime will do this thing that I can't stand. It's just really stand out to me. Is they'll do this thing where the mecha will move around in a very jerky motion. Like, you ever notice this? Like, I think Macross Frontier did this to some extent, where the motion isn't smooth. Like, the motion isn't what you would expect, like a machine like that to move like.
Oh, okay.
But Gundam: The Origin really improved on that aspect.
What about Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt's not CG.
Oh, that was also
Thunderbolt's
2D.
For the most part, 2D. There are some like individual scenes where it's CG mecha, and even then you can't really tell. But if you look at Thunderbolt, that's very obviously like 2D animated mecha, and it looks phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, like there's a certain charm to 2D animation that you can't really capture in 3D, not yet at least, but
so
you get to maintain a lot of consistency. And that's like, at the same time, Thunderbolt's like a 20-minute OVA series. It's like a 20-minute episode, so it's like they're not even animating that much. And compared to Origin, which is
an hour long per episode, yeah.
And it still takes half a year to make one.
Oh, yeah. But still, such a goddamn fantastic soundtrack.
Thunderbolt's got one of the best soundtracks in anime, like period.
That was jazz music too.
And I'm a jazz guy, so I'm probably heavily biased with in that respect.
Well, you're gonna be jealous of me then next weekend. Because for PAX East, there's this music club across the street, and when I went there that one time, they had live jazz music. I mean, it was front and center.
I'm gonna have to start looking around for some jazz clubs around where I live, because.
Well, we can always go to one in New York. It's Manhattan. There's got to be a jazz club.
Well, yeah,
in Manhattan.
that entails a trip to New York.
New Anime NYC.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm ever going to New York.
It's like, guys, we're in New York. Okay, I can finally visit this freaking place I want to go to.
New York, but it's a great city, but not gonna take the time to travel there just to
visit one thing. This needs to be a package deal, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It needs to at least be an anime convention.
Is it already 9:20?
No, that clock is significantly off.
I'm like, my heart's about to like. It's like Anubis, we better be there at the speed of Mach Jesus.
My car is inside a time warp.
God. Still, I can't wait to see Psycho.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
I will say, however, and you're gonna tell me about the jazz club, but you missed that Thunderbolt concert.
Oh no, dude! I hate myself for missing it. That's why it was
so good.
Yeah, like this is why now, like I really want to invest time in going to these concerts. Whether it be like bands from the U.S., instrumental stuff in video games or anime. Like I really want to start making an effort, including in October, for one day only in New York City, we're gonna have a Metal Gear concert, and I'm like, ooh, before they go to Paris, and I'm like, you know what? I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. Let's fucking do this.
I normally don't give a fuck about concerts. It's like previously to the Gundam Thunderbolt concerts, there were only 2 concerts I was interested in going to. There was the Jam Project concert, which I did go to, and that big holographic Hatsune Miku concert, which if they're doing one nearby, I'm going to it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude, it's Hatsune Miku.
I'm telling you, this is the future. Yeah. Listen, Macross Plus thought it would be 2040 before we were doing holographic concerts with virtual idols.
No. 21st century, bitch. No, actually, no, 22nd.
No, it's the 21st century now.
Okay. So, we got it, bitches! I always loved those things. Speed,
This is how fast you're going.
And people like to make a high score out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, guys, I don't think this is what you're...
There's nowhere to put in your initials. Calm down.
Yeah, like, guys, I don't know if we're spending,
Listen, AAA is not good. Listen, if I ever find AAA, I'm kicking his ass.
Yeah.
He's got every high score on every video.
Yeah, yes, there's always someone with an AAA.
Well, you know what I like is in, like, old Sega Model 2 games, instead of, like, AAA or whatever, they have the initials of, like, the developers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. But not like, someone would always put ass up there, too, just to make a point. Like, I'm pretty sure back then they're like, why don't we make it 4 letters? I'm like, no. Oh, you're asking for trouble. Yeah. Like, I guarantee you, if your initials in their arcade scores was 4 letters, fuck would be the top tier ones, followed by cuck, suck, boob. Oh god, we're not on the list here. Like, it'll be bad.
That's such an archaic paradigm too. The 3-letter initials.
Oh.
Like, plenty of games now just have you input your whole name.
Yeah.
Because we can do that now.
Yeah, I know. No, back then, that was like the name of the game. That was how it was. 3-letter initials.
Well, and realistically, that's if you can even find an arcade nowadays.
Well, back then, you know what pissed me the fuck off? When you beat a game, you get the high score, you come back next weekend, and someone beat your high score, and you're like, oh, motherfucker.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to find this guy and fight him.
Who is this person? Like,
trying to beat me at Daytona, USA. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes! No, my jam was Time Crisis 2. That shit I could beat.
Dude, realistically, my jam was Virtual On. My jam has always been Virtual On. My jam will always continue to be Virtual On.
And now
I can probably beat you with that game if you exist, unless you've also been playing Virtual On for the past 22 years.
Well, you are getting that PS4 version, right?
I am getting the PS4 version. If I see it there, I'm buying it there.
All right. Wait, is it out in Japan?
Yes.
Seriously?
Been out since February.
I thought the US version's coming later on this year.
The US version is never coming.
What?
Oh. Okay. So, some background. The new Virtual On is a crossover between a certain magical index and Virtual On. So what you need to do now is cross-reference the US a certain magical index fandom and the US Virtual On fandom. And what you're going to end up with is about 5 people total.
And you're one of them.
And I'm one of them. Well, to be fair, here's how I fuck my whole life up. The only reason I'm into a certain magical index is because they did the Virtual On crossover. It's the entire reason I started watching that anime. Don't get me wrong, it's a good anime.
But this is like the catalyst.
Yeah, I never would have started watching it if not for Virtual On.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
So, marketing successful.
Yep.
Realistically, I think the whole reason that even happened was because the author of a certain magical index is just a really huge Virtual On fan.
That always helps. Game developers are fan of other games. Manga, anime creators and authors are fan of each other's works and other games as well. Like, it's fun.
It was like, I think the illustrator for the Bakemonogatari light novels, his name is Vofan. Literally stands for Virtual On fan.
Are you serious? Oh, Jesus.
Listen, like, Virtual On is a thing over in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
there is a lot of things in Japan that is not here.
It's like, yeah, it's like barely a thing here, but it's still going strong. It's very impressive, actually.
Like, over there, arcades, still stupidly huge things. Stupidly huge. Here,
just piss me off.
What's an arcade center? Like, you're old now when kids are asked what an arcade center is.
Fine, people go through life never having seen an arcade game.
And
it's upsetting.
Yep. Where $20 at an arcade place? Well, yeah, that's a good fucking day right there. Especially if the arcade had like food options too, and the parents give you like $50. You are set.
I didn't give a damn about food options. I gave a damn about Virtual On, Virtual Cop,
Virtual Cop,
Virtual Fighter. Yes. Listen, if it has
virtual in it,
if it starts with the word Virtua, I'm playing it.
All right. I mean, my games was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Soul Calibur, Time Crisis, the Sims arcade side-scrolling arcade game. I forgot what it was called. What else was I into? Shit. Like, I never had the chance to play that Power Stone game on an arcade cabinet.
See,
until
I don't know how I didn't understand this before, but I didn't quite know that Power Stone was an arcade game.
Yeah, like when I saw the arcade game, I'm like, holy shit!
Wait a second, they made an arcade version of this, and it made sense to me.
Yeah.
But it's like, wow. Finally get to play Power Stone, and it was Power Stone 2.
Yeah,
so
not the original.
The one I played a whole lot of, and the one that has the character I made.
Yeah. I just keep forgetting that this garage fills up like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder too, like when we're traveling on the train, who else is going up to the same conventions and stuff too. Like we met that one person that one time.
Yeah, we met that one girl who was going to AB that one time.
And then, like, if you go on the train from PAX East, oh my God, you would know who would be going to PAX East. they're on. If they got their, how to tell if someone's going to a convention with you? Do they have their? Are they playing on their 3DSs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they watching anime? Yeah. Do they have any anime hats on or anything like that? Yeah, that's a clear. Like, but the clearest dead giveaway is: are they playing on their 3DSs? Oh, now we have parking space. Kind of. Oh, hey, here. Oh, hey. Lead singer of the band. Wow. You know, I still remember that time in AAC.
I crossed 7.
I still remember that time in AAC. Your